So for years, Americans have had a fascination and a growing obsession, we can all admit, with our smartphones. Along the way, they have taken over our lives in many ways. You know they have. Companies like Google and Facebook and Amazon robbing us of our individuality. Are they telling us what to think politically? And are they making us choose our circle of friends? It is scary. But can you honestly say that you haven't lost some of your independence to these organizations? Here now, Franklin Foer, who came up with all of those ideas in many ways. He's the author of a new book, World Without Mind, The Existential Threat of Big Tech. Franklin, a lot of us have been reading this, and we are fascinated by it. We had a quote of the night from you the other night. So you say we've spent too long marveling at new technologies, and it's time to consider the consequences.
These technologies are magic. It's incredible that you can get every book in human history on your phone. It's incredible that you can download every television show that you want when you want it. And our lives are better because of this. But we need to just get past the magic a little bit, and we need to be skeptical and consider the dark sides. These technologies can be amazing, but they can also be problematic. And we should be able, in our minds, to be able to accommodate both of these thoughts simultaneously. But the dark sides are real, and the consequences are such that our privacy is diminishing, which I think we all kind of grasp, right? That they know everything about us. They've amassed these incredibly intimate portraits of our psyches. They know all of our habits, and they can predict things as a consequence of that. And so they've engineered their products to be addictive. The addiction is not an accident. The fact that you check your phone 200 times a day, which is not...
Is that really?
Yeah, you can actually measure these things. There are apps that... There's, of course, an app that can help you measure this. But look at how many times you've done it probably over the course. I mean, I do it.
Think about
Just look at it on the
constantly.
street. Look at the street and the way that people behave. And that's not an accident. These things have been engineered to addict us.
But tell me, what is, as you see it, is sort of the evil underbelly of this? What is Facebook trying to do to us? What's Google trying to do to us? Amazon, in your opinion?
Well, the companies are all different, but Facebook and Google want to hold our attention for as long as possible. And so that's
So do TV, shows, and so do advertisers.
Right. Well, there are a couple differences. One is that these guys want to be completely intertwined into our lives. It's not just sitting in front of a TV. It's they want to become our personal assistants. They're giving us technologies that we wear on our arms, that are extensions of our bodies. We've all become a little bit cyborg. And eventually these things are going to be implanted within us. That doesn't seem like a stretch to say. The second thing is this data. You're tracked all the time. They know what you read. They know where you go. And this is not just something that they take this information and they use it to shape your behavior. We're all, in a way, guinea pigs in this experiment.
And we've traded it off to them. We gave it to them in a way because we were saying, I want all this access. I want my phone to be able to, I want to be able to hit Google Maps in a second, and I want them to know where I am so that they can tell me where I'm going.
Yeah.
We have sort of done this kind of scary transaction.
I mean, well, some of it is that it's kind of bureaucratic. And so we see a terms of service agreement. And we just hit click because we want the free goodies on the other side. Okay. And that's a little bit on us and a little bit on them. But I think that the problem really is that we just don't know what we're getting into. And so as a society, I think it's important to say, all right, let's just apply some skepticism to these forces and ask really searching questions.
How? I mean, how do you push back on this? Because it's so deeply ingrained. And in terms of politics, I mean, they definitely have a political bent as well.
Well, I mean, do they have a political bent? I mean, they're basically giving everybody what they want. I mean, we talk about the filter bubble all the time. And if you look at Facebook, if our politics in this country is extremely polarized, and let's say we have two tribes, Facebook has done a lot to nurture that, in that they give you what you want. But the difference is, so if I watch Fox News, I'm getting, not me especially, but there are a lot of people who are getting what they want by watching Fox News, and they're making a choice to do that.
They're getting the best journalism on television, and that's
but with Facebook, you're not really making a choice because it's done in this invisible sort of way where the information is being organized for you by algorithms that are serving Facebook's purpose. Yeah. And so that's part of the problem.
Coffee. At least understand what's happening.
There's no law protecting data in this country, and which is kind of an astonishing.
We're going to talk again. This is fascinating. Franklin, thank you very much.
Okay,
good to have you with us tonight.